This was once a beautiful, quiet town until one day everyone was forced to leave because the water had poison in it. Now the once vibrant village full of life stands a ghost town.
This whole place is probably gonna sadly end up going soon.
At night, the owner of the land says the old buildings start to feel different.
People claim this place is haunted.
Yes, I saw it, 3 of them.
So there's been 3 documented deaths then.
Mm-hmm.
There is a symbol, I don't know what it means.
Whoa, what is that?
I don't know.
Oh. Everything just went off all at once when I'm up here.
Yup.
Guys, so Dave just saved someone that the car crash just happened in front of us. The car flipped right over, and Dave went out there and was a hero and saved this guy. No, this is not a good way, or this could be bad luck. This is a crazy bad way to start our trip to Yellow Dog Village right now. When Dave picked him up, he was limping walking, but he's not like hurt. I mean, he could be hurt, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, man, you need to get out. I said, I'm going to pull you up. I said, you're going to get out. And he was like, it's just my shoulder, bro. And I was like, I know, but the car's smoking, man. I need to get you out of here.
Dave, you're a hero, bro.
Karma points for Dave, 10 plus points for Dave.
For real, Dave.
It's going to be a
You
good
did a
week
good
for
job.
you. Guys, we are approaching Yellow Dog Village right now. We are in the middle of nowhere here in Pennsylvania. If you don't know what Yellow Dog Village, we're gonna get into that. It's pretty much a mining ghost town that was built in 1910 and 1920. Over 19 abandoned houses are still here today, and no one lives here. Hang on! We are staying the night here, guys, and obviously, if you've been following our road trip, we've been literally camping in each big location, and this is one of them we're camping in. This is gonna be nuts. We are surrounded by some of the old neighborhoods. What is up, explorers? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Dark. And in today's episode, we are here right now in an old ghost mining town called Yellow Dog. This is all abandoned. This reminds me of Last of Us. Like, all these buildings are all abandoned. These were single family houses. And behind me and on the side of me, there are even more houses. And this place is super unique because it's history. Now, the history began in 1910 and 1920 when this place was first built. And again, it was built because there was a mine that's directly across the street from here. The mine is still in use, but the mine pretty much closed down for all its workers in 1950. And at that point, no one needed to be here anymore. But from all the families, because people did love this place and it was so peaceful to them and special, they still decided to stay here up until 2011 when they were forced to leave by the city because of the water treatment. I guess there was some E. coli or some bacteria in the water that was making the whole town sick. So they all had to go. Now, fast forwarding today in 2024, there is one guy who bought the place and he still lives here on the property in the center of the entire neighborhood. Now, as we begin to learn about this place, we're also gonna ask about the hauntings because apparently this place is also haunted. All right, guys, we're gonna do an interview with the property manager. His name is also Josh, but he has a funny story on how he came to be here. Hey, Josh.
Hey.
So starting right off the bat can you explain a little bit about this place?
Well, this is Yellow Dog Village. It was built for the mining workers in lieu of them forming a union. And those kinds of contracts are called Yellow Dog contracts, meaning they're cowards for taking the company's deal. And wherever they went, they were called Yellow Dogs. They were called cowards. And they said, you know what? Check out our sweet houses, idiots. Here's Yellow Dog Village. And they just took it up as a badge of honor.
And so I heard they were trying to leave, like they didn't want to be in the union. Is that what they were trying to avoid the union?
They weren't trying to avoid the union.
Okay.
The company built the houses for the workers so that the workers wouldn't form a union.
Oh, okay, correct. Yeah. That makes sense. And how far is the mine from here?
The mine is right across the street.
Okay, so wow, they lived on site, like right here to the mine.
Yeah.
So why are they abandoned now? What happened?
Well, in the late 1950s, there was the Pittsburgh Limestone Company left the village and relinquished all rights to the village, and it became independently owned. But then there was another company that came up and had a really novel idea called Moonlight Mushrooms. And their idea was to turn the mine into a mushroom mine. They completely renovated the entire mine into a mushroom mine. And it was actually in the Guinness Book of World Records for like 30 or 40 years as like the world's largest mushroom mine. By 2007, they left. And there was another independent owner that took the place over and wanted to turn the village into low-income housing. And they started renovating it, and they used cheap labor and cheap materials to renovate the septic systems. And unfortunately, those septic systems ruptured. So what happened was people started getting sick. The Pennsylvania EPA came out here, tested the water, found E. coli in there, and told everybody they had to leave. And that was around 2011. So people were living here all the way up until 2011.
So I find it interesting because when this place closed around the 1950s, I assume, when they shut down the mine, there was no more purpose for this village anymore.
Right at the time, but people still lived here.
Exactly, that's what I find cool. So the generational people, like their families, maybe had families and they were just still living here.
Yeah, the only concentrated center of residential, of houses in the area. So everybody that I've talked to from previous residents, they all said the same thing. They said this is the most special place that they've ever lived. And they said that like they've never lived anywhere else. And one of the most rewarding things of being here and doing this is bringing in previous residents and hearing their stories and seeing their eyes just light up whenever they see like their old house that they used to live in, and you see them reliving their memories.
So amazing.
And some of these people will come in here and they'll see their previous their old belongings even, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, this is something that I had, or it really is amazing.
When I do like abandoned places, I went to my old abandoned middle school, and it was like I was reliving my past and exploring it again. So I can only imagine for the people that used to live here, they're coming back and they're seeing their house. I mean, it looks obviously going to be a lot different from then, but I'm sure like it was like a bittersweet moment for them. Another thing is it's like, so what about the mine as of today? The mine's completely closed, no one can go in it kind of thing?
The mine is partially still in use.
Okay.
There's still some limestone mining going on in the mine. The mine is absolutely massive. I've looked up previous maps of the mine. Miles and miles and miles. In fact, where the Moonlight Mushrooms was here, the mushroom mine didn't start until 8 miles down. So that's like, I remember interviewing a guy, he said it was like 15 minutes it would take from tram from the entrance to the mine to where they were actually doing the mushroom mining.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So as of right now, what is going on with this place?
Right now, we are offering private explorers. This place is basically opened up for people that are curious about urban exploration. And myself and my business partner, Debbie, we're urban explorers ourselves. And we wanted to open this place up to provide a safe and legal environment for people who are interested in exploring stuff like this.
I have a question now. So I've been reading online that people claim this place is haunted, and you guys are even doing some sort of haunted stuff here, or tours, or is that not?
It is. We do provide private paranormal investigations, and I have been there for it, and I've seen more activity here. I consider myself like paragnostic.
Right.
If it happens around me, then it's cool. If not, it's not a big deal.
Do you have a hot spot here, like where you think the most would be?
Right behind you.
Oh, literally?
Yeah. That's the
that
boarding
one?
house. Yeah.
The boarding house?
Yeah.
And what do you mean by boarding?
Boarding house is where the single men would come in, and they would just have a single room, and they would just stay there for a little while. And then these two houses right here as well.
One other thing, has there been any like deaths in the mine here that you know of?
We haven't been able to find a lot of information as far as like deaths in the mines, but I'm sure there has been. There has to have been.
Well, maybe tonight that's what I'll do, is try to ask some of the locals or the ghosts that might still roam in the boarding. So guys, right now we are with the owner of the property, and he actually still lives here. He's the only person living here, and he lives here in the center of Yellow Dog, right there in the center that overlooks everything. But anyways, nice to meet you. I have a question. Why did you purchase Yellow Dog?
I was looking at a small farmland around Pittsburgh, out of the Pittsburgh, but closer to Pittsburgh. We are looking for a long time, almost 10 years. we couldn't afford to buy a farmland. And I came here, I looked at this, it's a piece of history. It scared us a little bit because the old house needed a lot of repair. And more than money, you need a lot of labor, time consuming. And but we still decided to buy it. But now we are working on a few houses. We've fixed a couple of them. It's a piece of history. We need to protect it for the next generation.
So how are you funding the money at the moment?
We have some tourist activities, touring, and that's not good enough. But we need to generate more funding for the fixing these houses. This is historic. It's need a lot of money. It's not easy to fix.
Do you have a link down? Do you have a link where I can place the video in so people can tour here?
We have a website.
Okay. What's the website?
yellowdogvillage.com. www.yellowdogvillage.com.
Nice. Thank you. So one last question. Do you think this property is haunted? Because I hear that haunted tours happen here.
Yes, I saw it, few of them.
Oh.
And 3 different houses I saw physically, and it's kind of scary, but.
So you're all right living here still, knowing the place is haunted?
Well, I'm not living there while I saw that, but I saw in the different houses.
Do you know which one?
Yeah, one of them the boarding house,
Okay.
the big house, and the second these 2 houses.
Oh,
and
yep.
That one.
Okay, cool.
So in the attic of this house right here it's
The pink house?
Yeah, the pink house right here. On the top floor in the back space, there's a symbol. I don't know what it means. Maybe somebody from your audience would be able to tell us what it means. And then the same exact symbol is painted in the window of the boarding house on the 2nd floor. But I'm gonna leave you here and bounce. But we had a guy
Oh, wow, it's up here, huh?
yeah. But yeah.
Literally in here, in the... Whoa, what is
I
that?
don't know. See, it doesn't look like graffiti. It doesn't look like a stencil.
Yeah.
It looks like it was painted there with a paintbrush. Yeah, I took a picture, I tried to Google it and all
Did
that
you
good
try?
stuff.
Yeah. Did you try doing the Google search
Oh,
method?
Yeah.
And nothing shows up.
Nothing.
All right, explorers, we just came back to the bus, and we want to thank today's sponsor, Factor, for making this whole road trip possible. I'm hungry. Let's open this up and get something to eat. You may remember I've worked with HelloFresh a couple times before, because I like to use them when I'm at home with time to cook. But since Factor is actually owned by HelloFresh, I prefer to use Factor when I don't have the time or the space to cook. Alright, explorers, so one thing that sucks about owning a school bus is trying to find food all the time. Or if I'm in a remote area, there is no food. But because I have Factor, I pretty much just have a bunch of meals just in the fridge and I can just take them out, heat them up in the oven, and I'm just ready to go. So explorers, I was craving something special this week and I wanted a little gourmet with my meal. So I got their Gourmet Plus option. So this meal right here is the pesto bacon, tomato, and chicken bake, and it is freaking amazing. But they also have steak and shrimp and salmon and shrimp, which is coming available soon. Oh my god. Mind you, even after reheating, it still tastes amazing. It's not dry, it's super good. Now what's great too is I also got some premium produce to go with my meal, which this one is the carrot, orange, and ginger cold pressed juice. And I am a huge fan of cold pressed juices, so wow. Yeah, everything is good. I honestly, Factor, you did a great job. The best part about all this is that I'm saving so much time, but also I'm on the road. It's hard to get food sometimes, and I'm getting gourmet meals sent to me. I can just get them right out of my fridge, put them in the oven, I'm ready to go every time. Factor has so many other options. You can get steak and shrimp, salmon and shrimp, which is coming available soon. You also could just get steak. There's just so much to choose from. You have a different variety all the time. Everything is great. My god, this was so good, guys. First off, head to factor.com or click the link below and use code ExploringWithJosh50 to get 50% off your first box of Factor and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code ExploringWithJosh50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month of orders. Thanks again for Factor for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to the abandoned village. So for me personally, this is my favorite house. It's because it's pink. I definitely want to go in because look at the vines. How the vines and all the leaves are like growing underneath there. It's really cool. This is literally like The Last of Us. Everything is so peaceful and really cool here, but I could definitely see a dark side of this place at night. Are there local like ghost miners that maybe died, or did some die from the sickness that are still here? I don't know. But one thing I'm curious about is why is all the animals taking over the houses? I think that's kind of ruining it. If you're gonna refix it up, you have all your animals rushing in all the houses. Now, one really cool thing about this village is you're allowed to be here. You're allowed to explore it. I've been to so many abandoned towns, cities, ghost towns, and obviously you're not supposed to be there. But with this one, I'm getting the same feels to a real true abandoned one. And this is a very true abandoned one. Where like, this is as good as you can get. And the art is so amazing. So for those who want to get started into urban exploring, this would be a really good place to start. It has everything you need to start. Now, there is over 19 buildings, so I'm like, I don't know where to start, but I do want to go inside some of them. Obviously, we kind of popped into the pink one quick because of that symbol, which draws my attention. Could that have just been some random person or explorer back in the day doing the symbols? Or could that have been some local cult or local ritual person doing stuff? That I don't know. But this yellow door is looking good. I kind of want to go and look at it. They even have the welcome mat. The welcome mat is still here. That's awesome. Will we get in though? Is it locked? It's not. Wow. Loving this. Check this out. Now, once upon a time, remember, all these houses were just made for the workers and their families for the mine. That's all it was. This was probably a religious family that lived here at one time. Damn, they moved out right before Christmas, I guess. Always at abandoned places, you gotta have the Christmas decorations. It's just like a must. You just find it. But we are walking through American history at its finest. The architecture of the buildings are actually some of my favorite. I love the New England kind of, I don't know, vibe here. I think it's cool because the owner here, he owns all this. He owns every house. If he can fix it up, he pretty much lives in a whole neighborhood by himself. Well, he does right now, but still. Check this right here. So we have the frame. The mattress is downstairs. Check out the beer. I like that beer bottle. I find that cool. Got the old boots. Once again, you got more gunshots. But just look through the windows here. Look at that. Just gotta love this town and the vibe. No wonder why the locals didn't want to leave. It's really a shame that, you know, the poisoned water from the bacteria E. coli ruined everything for everyone. This actually has a third floor up here. So we're about to go check this out. This looks like maybe the attic. Oh, it was all pink up here. What were they doing here? And look at that, you got the old fat TV. That's cool that that's still here. But then you got the old Barbie doll, so yeah, it must have been one of their girls' rooms. They put cages up for her. She must have been young. Makes sense though. Oh wow, look at all the hornets. There's a hornet's nest right there. I didn't even know that, I just walked in it. Dude, all the hornets are there. Holy crap. Don't know if you can see them all. All right, on to the next building. Did just pick up on this. This was a duplex, so a two-family home. I wasn't really sure, but then now that I look at it, that's pretty much what it was. First off, here we go. Check up. I love this, how the vines are taking over my favorite house. Check this though. I love this. You can really tell this is built in like the 50s, 30s, 20s, whatever. It's beautiful. But there is nothing left in this one. The guy did say you will find some really cool like artifacts left to kind of tell the history of some of the people that used to live here. And we did, you know, at the last place. And look how it is when we step out of here, right through the front door. the view. Wow. Walking up to this house, this looks like a hillbilly's house, like a hoarder's. All their trash is at the front steps. Faded American flag, still up though. There was two. Look at that. Jeez. Look at this one. This one's really bad, but it does have stuff inside. Let's go check it out. Whoa, this is really cool. They had old Civil War books, rope to saddle up a horse. Definitely a lot of farm supplies on the ground. This was their backyard. This is why they didn't want to leave. Oh, that's awesome. The old bikes. It's wicked. I didn't even see you, big guy. Huge sheep was right next to me. I didn't even see him. Now he's hiding from me. Literally, he was over here. I didn't even see him. He just popped up out of nowhere. One thing about this, though, I don't know how long for public tours this will go on for. Because I think this can collapse at any time. And for the public safety, how long can they keep doing it for? I don't know. That room is so green and the light shining in, it looks insane. Check it out, look. Let's go see what's going on here in the green room. Whoa. It's like as green as a popsicle, like a lime green popsicle. The times were different back then. What's over there? They covered up the window. Yeah, back then too, it's like they did so much different colors. You go inside the 1960s, 70s, or so on, like the bathrooms, it's bright pink or a bright blue. We just pretty much explored every one of these houses, or at least I went through them off camera. Except for this one. I think I still have to bounce in there quick. I'm going in here. Why? Because this is calling me. But this is also calling me. Why is all this stuff left here? Is there anything in here? We'll check this one. See, they tried blocking it off, I think. Let's see. Let's move it out. Oh, God. Can't even... Wow, this one has everything in here, even personal photos. The horses. Now, is there any of the property? That would be sick. Maybe there is, though. Let's keep looking. Got gun photos. Could this be of this place? If you look at those walls, right there, they kind of match those walls. We might have a match of something. Let's keep looking. The thing is, oh, what the hell? There's a chicken in here. What the hell? The farm animals, this is their home now. Literally, not ours. A lot of families, like when the house goes abandoned, they just leave their family photos. I don't understand why, but it happens a lot. I'll never do that. I just feel like I'm I'm hoarding all my memories. So I don't understand how that happens. I'm going to let you be. You can go hang out here and do what you want. I'm not going to bother you. Wow. For skiing. So whoever lived here at one time loved to ski. Now remember, the last person that lived here was back in 2011 or 12. So we're going back over 12 years pretty much. Wow, look at this though. Love how those orange leaves look. It was a huge water system. But we are going to head upstairs now. Second floor, carpeted. Very nice. Up here, there's a lot of beds, but I don't know. That says P, and that's the bathroom. We ain't missing too much up here, guys. I'll tell you that right now. The fact that you know why they were here. Like, you go to a lot of different, like, places and houses that are abandoned, but you don't necessarily know why they abandoned it. But this place, you know exactly why it was built. Exactly why it's abandoned, and exactly why everyone left. You know everything from the history. So when you're here and you're exploring it, you feel more of a connection to the place, if that makes any sense. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to go to two of the places that they said was haunted or they had the most activity. And we're gonna just simply go and ask some questions, and if we get some hits, all right, cool. I'm not hunting for more. I'm just trying to figure out, why are you still here? Why is this place haunted? And how did you die? How'd you end up here? Things like that. That's all I'm asking. Sophisticated, good questions to tie in to this. Now, in this particular place, it's a mystery. Why? No one knows if there's deaths that happen on the property. No one knows what happened. That's what we're gonna ask, and that's what we're doing. If we went to some other place, it'd be a whole bunch of different questions. And also, explorers, again, if I get a lot of support on these videos, I will keep doing a whole bunch more. Murder cases, mysteries, conspiracies. I will continuing to keep doing them. And there's going to be a lot that won't have anything to do with any paranormal at all in general or equipment. And now moving along, we have this area, a whole other side of houses we have to still see. But there is a cool one I want to show you guys first. Right behind this house that has to do with cats. Look at this. This is awesome. Where are they all going? They seem friendly though.
Come in.
So the owner said that usually they come when he calls them, but they're not coming. Well, what I was going to show you guys is the cats. This is really cool and something I really want to show you guys. I love cats. Reminds me of Japan at the cat place, but this is special here. Never seen anything like this. Hi. Wow, the sun is beautiful here though, but check this whole other part out. The grass is like overgrowing the road. I didn't even notice that. The yellow dog cats. I heard a lot about this place actually, the cat shelter. This is unique, guys, because we're surrounded in abandoned places and they made use of this building for a cat shelter. I mean, look at them. We're looking at 4 cats right here. One is being welcomed here. This is amazing. We're going to have to pop in. These beautiful cat, actually. Look at that. What's his name?
Zilda.
Zilda. She. Thing with these ducks, they keep following me. So interesting, right in front of the cat shelter is some of their old toys from the 1950s that were left here. And if you can look at this baby's eye, the one's blind. It's definitely freaky. But let's go see the piece here. Am I able to go inside?
No.
Can I go inside here?
Yeah, but don't go deep inside because the roof is collapsing.
Okay, no problem.
Just be careful.
No problem, thank you. These are going off. Wow, so let's see what the cat shelter's looking like. Now, mind you, they're all scared of me. I just seen 2 that just went by. Wow, look at them. Look at the old toys from the kids that used to live here. So how does it work here? Do people drop the cats off here? Or when you find them and they're randomly?
These are stray cats.
Right.
Yeah, and the people who used to live in
The community, yep.
yeah, they go and they trap them.
Right, wherever.
They
Bring them here to shelter.
take them to the vet, get fixed, and get vaccines and stuff, and then they bring them here.
Wow, and then you take care of them? So you're the famous cat lady. These guys need to keep quiet for a little bit. They really do. Come on. Might be the shot of the century. Look at that, with the cat. Gotta get the cat in the shot here. Now getting dark, guys. We have about 1 hour before it's dark. And as you can tell, it is a lot more quieter. Look at this vibe. The sun setting, screams in the background with the sheep. It's starting to feel like a haunted movie. As you can see, that beautiful hint of warmth as the sunset is setting is brightening up this whole place and what's left of it. All right, explorers, right before we get into this half of this place, because we still have to explore all this, I do want to give a brand new introduction to my brand new hoodies. Obviously, guys, we are the exploring crew. We go around searching for the best abandoned places around the world. This is my official Urbex Exploring Crew Urban Exploration hoodie. It says Urbex on the side right here. It says trespass. And then you got all access with the footsteps, Exploring Crew, and the gas mask. They're on sale right now, and I'm not joking. These are some of the most best material and thickness I have ever had. I wish I could just say, hey guys, come feel it, come feel it. I'm telling you, I should be cold right now. I am not cold. Guys, you buy this right now, I guarantee you, you're gonna put this on and be like, oh my God, this feels really good. It's because it is good. It's really good. They get stranger, and I don't know if it's because as the night goes on, like, I wonder if this place really is haunted. I don't know. Whoa, what the hell? Well, I mean, check this out. No, I was gonna say stuffed animal. This is a beat up toy, maybe a Disney toy. Check that. Makes you wonder though if this place actually is haunted though, huh?
Well, I do think there's been a lot of deaths in the mine. You know, a lot of wives that lost their husbands.
That's what I'm assuming, but at the same time, unless it's reported, we'll never know.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Told you, it's always the
Holy, bro, I heard a footstep before it happened.
with me.
Right before the things fell down from the ceiling, it was like a walk. As I said, it was just haunted. What is this? House on Haunted Hill. Oh, okay. But that's just crazy how we're just talking about haunted stuff, and that's on there. And this is also the same house that had the taps. Now, Steve is also here down there with Dave, but again, the taps is one thing that we just heard. So one thing I want to start diving into when we are looking for stuff is simply asking questions, being quiet, and letting the room and the environment tell us. But we're going to go upstairs and figure out what that tap was. But as you go through, I feel like whoever lived here was really chilling. Like, they had a lot of their belongings still here. Look at this shirt. Old vintage shirts. Well, we're going to head up to the next room, which was right on the side of this one. The duplex. One is blocked by their baby crib. But it is nice. Has everything still here. And including a baby on a chair for whatever reason. Oh wow, they really did have an organ here. I thought Dave was joking with me. So pretty much with all the toys we've been seeing left at every house almost, I'm just picturing the whole family right before the streetlights come on, like their kids are out there playing, hanging out, like everyone knew each other here. Everyone probably either loved each other or hated each other, or some of them had beef with the other people on the other street, you know what I mean? Like, that's probably how it was down here in Yellow Dog. I'll go head upstairs of this house and see what's up. I think I'm gonna go back to the bus and actually grab some cat balls and maybe a REM pod and kind of take it with me throughout the next houses. The owner says he physically seen shadows here. We're at the point where it's pretty much dark, guys. There's only a little bit of light left, just enough to pop these houses out. Man, this house is nuts. Check it out, though. This is I think, one of the only single-family houses I've seen in Yellow Dog. So far, this is my favorite house, just because I like how big it is opening it up. Like the wide angle, like a house I would stay in, I mean. But dang, what happened to the whole TV? Nothing seems to be here. All right. I mean, here's the thing. We know every house is pretty much empty. Not too much things are here. We couldn't expect that. It's the outside and the history that makes this location what it is today. Go through the houses here at night, I can definitely say the vibe's completely different. You know, there's some places you can be going through them during the day and night. It's the same. But this place has energy. It has two different vibes here for sure. I'd say that's special. I've been actually kind of roaming through these houses, and there's nothing in any of them. So I just didn't want to go through all the houses and then have this all on film, and then there's nothing really cool there. And then we're just looking at nothing the whole show. But I will say, that's weird. These steps are gonna go soon. To be honest, this whole place is probably gonna sadly end up going soon. I'm just expecting someone just to run by to the other side super fast. Let's ask this question. Should we be scared to stay the night here? Give me a tap. Make yourself known somehow so I can hear you. Should we be scared to stay the night here? Nothing. Explorers, this is the last house before we actually go inside the two most haunted houses here and ask questions. But this is a huge... I'm not even gonna lie. When I was 8 years old or 9, I had one of these TVs. And I had Sega hooked up to this TV, but it wasn't this. Instead, I had knobs here. I twist and turn the knobs like this to make the screens come up. And back then, I was playing Sonic and Knuckles all the time on Sega. I'll never forget it. On that TV in my room. See, that's a weird one, huh? Some weird markings on there. What else is going on? This house feels a little weird, though. Going through here, though. All right, guys. If there is anyone here, I do have one thing I have to say. My name is Josh, and I'm going to be staying the night here. And I'm actually going to be heading to the boarding house and the house right across the street from it, where the owner is saying he hears and sees things or people. Is that going to be okay? All right. That's nothing. Well, here goes nothing then. Time to go back to the car, get my night vision camera, load up on the equipment, certain things I'm going to bring. We're going to go ask some questions and see what's going on at the boarding house. So obviously there's been no reports of missing people, people that died, or anything here. So it's like I can't really go off of anything or figure this out. So we're going to go ask the paranormal world to figure out who's still left here and why are they showing themselves to the owners.
I went inside the building that the owner claims to be haunted.
Holy crap. Wow. I mean, this is really bad. This place is unrepairable and it's going to come down anytime. I honestly don't even feel safe walking through here at all. The floors are all breaking, even over there. This place is just crazy bad, but we can see if we can search for someone or something in here. I don't even want to put this stuff down.
After all the ghost equipment was set up, it was time to start asking questions.
My name is Josh, and I'm doing a report on Yellow Dog Village. I'm here to talk to who's ever still trapped or wandering the halls of the buildings or even going into the mines here. I have two devices on the ground, a REM pod and my triangle flux device. It was just green. Left side is green. The right side, which would be red, is for no. So yes for green, red for no. This, you can just simply touch the antenna and it goes off. So I have a question. If you are here, if there's anyone here, make yourself known, please. Maybe you can give me a knock on the wall, tap, let me know. So green was yes. So there might be someone here, okay. Interesting. All right, again, yes is for green, red is for no. Again, you can touch this at any time. That's my REM pod. Were you a mine worker here at Yellow Dog Village? And if you don't want to use these devices, give me another sound. Let me know you're here. Tap something, hit the wall, let me know. Again, were you a mine worker here at Yellow Dog Village? That was right behind me. I don't know if you heard that. That was a huge, metal pipe in the kitchen. Do you want me to go to the kitchen to talk? Is that what? That might be a yes. All right, we're gonna go there then. We're gonna go there. We're gonna move our stuff in there. All right, we are now in the kitchen where you wanted me to go. Again, we move the devices here, here, and the cat ball, which is this little ball you can play with by tapping it right here in my hand. I'm placing it here. So now that I'm in the kitchen, I'm listening to you. Can you tell me if you were a mine worker by pressing yes for green or red for no? Or if you were a mine worker, tap that or touch the ball for me, please. Did anyone get sick and died from the E. coli from this town by any chance? Yes. Were you the wife of a mine worker and you stayed at Yellow Dog in this house? Again, I have all this energy you can play with. Take my energy, touch the REM pod if you want. I have the cat ball there. You can touch anything you want. Let me know. Or bang the walls when I answer these questions. There's been paranormal people coming in here saying they've been seeing you around or a shadow. I'm just trying to figure out who are you. Let yourself be known. One more time. Where are you? Which room are you in? Did you die in the mine? Or did any accident happen due to the mine? Alright, here's one question. Do you want me to go to the other building across the street? Well, if you're not going to show yourself or give me a sign that you're here, I'm going to leave now. I'm going to go to the next building. I mean, I've only did those 2 rooms, but regardless, if there was anyone in there, it's still a small house where they would have used my equipment in there. I heard nothing else in there, so we're going to jump into the next house and see if we can see anything. That house had so much, like, bird poop, pigeon drop-ins. Wow, okay, I would never ghost hunt in there. It is really bad. I don't even want to breathe in anything in there. But this place, both people said it's haunted. It's a house. 2 families used to live there. We're gonna go in. Let's see what the heck's going on in here. All right. I'm gonna ask the ghosts where I should go, right or left. And I'll ask quick. But even I'm curious. Guys, I'm gonna do a quick VR60 session by leaving it placed right here. Whatever house you may have lived in, or whoever you are, I have a device in my hand. It's gonna allow me to hear what you have to say. I'm gonna ask you some questions. I wanna be able to talk to you. But in order to do that, I need some help so you can answer me. The device in my hand, I'm going to drop right here. And I want you to scream or tell me as loudly as you can, which side do you want me to go into? The right or the left? The right side or the left side? Number 35 or number 37? All right, we're gonna play this back right now. Let's see if they actually said to us.
The device in my hand, I'm going to drop right here, and I want you to scream or tell me as loudly as you can, which side do you want me to go into, the right or the left?
I heard the left. It literally says
Or the left side?
the left.
Or the left?
Left.
Number 35 or number 37? Number 35 or number 37?
I heard left-hand side at the end. Regardless if I was wrong at the end, it still said the clear as day, the left. And for those who are like, the footage is going to get messed up because you're holding it, but I wasn't. I took it, I hit record, and I dropped it down. And I told the ghost to speak into it. So by the time I picked it back up, it's good. It's not contaminated footage like I'm holding the DR60 trying to get answers and you hear the rubbing, and it's good. This was it. We're going to go to the left now. That was really exciting evidence. So we're going to talk to someone, I'm assuming, from the left side that used to maybe a mine worker? I don't know. Here we go. Oh man. This place is nuts. Whoever I was talking to, my name is Josh, and I kind of want to know your story on why you're still here, or if something happened. And I want to know about Yellow Dog. I have some devices I'm going to place on the ground I think you might be familiar with because other ghost hunters have investigated here before. You wanted me in the left-hand side. I'm here now. I have devices on the couch. I have a music box that if you walk through it like this, it will go off and play some sounds. I have a thing down here where if I touch it, it goes green on one side and then red on the other. Those are for yes and no's. Green will be yes, and then red will be no. Were you a mine worker here in Yellow Dog? Okay. Were you the wife of a mine worker here at Yellow Dog Village? Okay. Do you not want to talk to me then? Are you in this room? I'm getting a cold breeze, actually. Could be the wind, but I'm just saying. So I think you might be here, if I'm not mistaken, in this room. Or you're upstairs. I'm going to leave my thing you just spoke into earlier right by this window to ask you some questions. I just hit record. You have to speak to me in front of that so I can hear you. Can you tell us your name? Were you a mine worker here at Yellow Dog Village? Can you tell us how did you die? Are you upset that everyone left the village? Why are you still here with us? Do you want to go to heaven? All right, picking it up, walking back. So whatever question I asked, I did get a yes, and it came through that maybe. Let's go figure out what might have been said here.
Alright, I just hit record. You have to speak to me in front of that so I can hear you. Can you tell us your name?
Oh my God, hang on.
Can you tell us your name?
Jessica?
Were you a mine worker here at Yellow Dog Village?
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us how did you die? Are you upset that everyone...
That was with aggression. It said like yes. When I asked how, can I tell you how did you die? It says, I heard yes, I did, or then I heard no, I didn't. That's a very scary one. But it didn't say how they died. They're just saying yes, I did die. Clearly, that's what it sounds like to me.
Are you upset that everyone left the village? Why are you still here with us? Do you want to go to heaven?
Yes, I do. Wow. So this is one of the things I hate and I love about the DR60. We're picking up really amazing stuff, but not all of it is clear at all. And that's what makes this annoying and hard. But I trust and love this device with all my heart. My bad, I'm looking at my screen. I should be looking at you guys. So I don't know what's up with that.
I went upstairs to try my luck there.
All right. Oh, that's scaring the out of me. That's not me either. Yup. So you're in front of me right now. Is that door? What was that sound? Someone just scared the shit out of me. Yup, everything's going off. Everything just went off all at once when I'm up here. Yup. Guys, I'm not doing a single freaking thing. Alright. Alright, you're here now. I can see that. You're in the hallway with me. Alright, I'm gonna step back here. I'm gonna step back here. You are touching it too. You are yellow. You are blue. You are right in front of me. I know you are. That is scaring me. I'm feeling like there is someone here right now. You're the one that everyone's been seeing and talking to here, huh? And I'm assuming you're a mine worker? Or you were? You were the wife of a mine worker? I know I tried asking that in other rooms, but I wasn't getting an answer. Are you one of the children of a mine worker? Did you live in this house? So far, every time I ask if you lived here or were a worker, I'm not really getting an answer, which makes me believe it wasn't a mine worker, period. I really did enjoy this, and I thought it was cool, but it's like, seems like if they were going to tell me what they were doing or anything, it would have happened by now. So again, I'm trying to make new things happen, and I'm trying to like grow and trying to be different. So I don't want to spend this whole video on just ghost hunting. I'm pretty much good here. I want to get back to the car, and I want to show you guys the camping session we're about to do, because we are staying the night here. I mean, we are just chilling in the town, and wow, look how messy this is. This is what happens when 3 guys are staying in this place. I mean, we got cookies over there, my Jersey Mike sub, all our trash in here. I mean, this is filthy. I promise you, it's usually not always like this. I mean, even my doors, everything's all messy. But guys, originally, I would show you this place. It is mint. It looks super cool. Let's go over Yellow Dog. I think, in terms of the haunted aspect of the mystery here, I think there's someone, maybe two ghosts at most here. I think, now they claim that there's someone haunting the boarding house and then the house next door. So we went to the boarding house, nothing happened at all. Now, I didn't go too deep around it because literally, for health reasons, there's no point in ghost hunting in there because it's just so bad in there. There's some spirits here and they're here, but there's nothing too crazy. That's for my opinion. Again, you guys might come here and get some crazy evidence, right? Because everyone has a different experience. But this is my experience. I didn't dive so crazy into it, but I really did give it my best go for that amount of time. It is what it is. Overall, guys, that is my trip here at Yellow Dog. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. What up, guys? It is the next day here, and we are about to leave Yellow Dog Village. And Steve is throwing his sandwich out, getting all the chickens to circle around the car. Whoa! Whoa! Yo, I don't have anything. Yo. Whoa! We slept like babies in there, don't get me wrong, nothing haunted happened, it was great. This is just a jump cut little update, but we are heading out of here. All right, so what do you do? I just squish it in my hand?
Punch you out. Got your what?
All right, just throw it over here. Oh my God, look at these, we got the goats here. Could do a little ritual, huh? A little sacrifice. You wanna get sacrificed? It's Halloween, baby, let's go. The owner invited us to dinner. We had dinner, and then they start dropping a load of information that was never told to us and not even on the internet about and deaths here at Yellow Dog, which is now starting to explain a lot more about all of our evidence that we had on our different videos to this moment. So now I'm going to interview someone that actually lived here that I'm hoping is going to tell us history as I dive deeper into it with the cat lady I interviewed earlier.
Yeah.
So in the most haunted house here, the one that's like that one, you said that someone died of it was a heart attack death in there.
Yeah.
And it was a woman. It was a mom.
Yeah. Dee's mom, she's coming now.
And she's coming. Now, question, there was also 2 was that down there?
You know, this house,
Yep.
the girl used to live in that house.
Okay.
Yeah. And the guy was somewhere here too. Yeah.
And then they died from, how did they die? Carbon monoxide in the car?
Yeah, you know, it is like an old trick.
Yeah.
That you turn on the car and you just lock yourself inside the trunk.
Right.
And they get
Wow.
knocked out with the carbon monoxide.
So there's been 3 documented deaths then here. It's a girl who died. And dude, it's on the left house. When I was like, oh, right or left, and they were talking to me. It was a girl. I knew it was a girl, and they died right here. It was in the left side. So That is pretty crazy. So the person I think I was talking to, it's weird, but that makes a lot more sense because it wasn't someone that was harmful that was hurting me. It was a girl's voice I heard in the DR60. It felt like I was just like, they wanted to talk to me, but they didn't really care. I was up on the second floor. She used to live at this village. I'm gonna see if I can get her in an interview, but it was her mom that died in that house, which means I think I was talking maybe to her mom. Again, ghost evidence and everything is so far-fetched out of this world that it's like, you just don't know. Yeah, so you lived here. Can you tell us what it was like to live here when it was active?
Oh my, it was fun.
I bet. One question I had actually before you start, did everyone know each other here? Okay, I just wanted like that, like everyone knew each other hanging out. Oh, that's cool.
Because when I was born, I lived in that house.
Yeah.
Over there.
Oh, the big one in the back? Oh, that's the top one here.
No, but whenever you moved in here, you had to be married, you had to have a job.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very strict. But it was a good strict.
Right, so the community was like, they all had rules they had to follow here.
Right?
How old were you, like, living here?
Well, I was born in 65. I moved out of here when I was 21.
Oh, so you lived here for a while then? Cool. Yeah. So you were here since childhood. What was it like growing up here as a child?
Oh, it was great.
Really?
Yeah. Was
Like-
there a lot of children here too?
Oh, yeah. You had all kinds
that
of
must
friends.
have been really fun, just like playing around.
Right? But everybody watched over everybody's kid. You couldn't do anything wrong. You didn't only have one mother, you had 36 of them.
Wow.
I mean, it was...
That's not me and my nan. I got in trouble with my
Then
nan.
the guy that owned it, Dan Folletti, he would put paint on everybody's porch each spring. And you had to paint your porch.
Oh wow, to make it all the colors pop and stuff. I noticed that. How come? Is it just how it was back then? But every room had like a bright color or a different color. Is that like how just the style back in the day?
No, I don't think the inside mattered, but they did. But
Yeah.
the outside.
So, question: was there any mine incidents in the past and secret ones, or maybe people died on accident, or that you know of?
Not that I know of.
Okay, because I know there's been reports of like, I don't know, paranormal here. But what do you think? No.
I don't think, but other people do.
Yeah.
'Cause
Right.
then after my mom and dad got divorced, we moved over here.
To this house.
And my sister's boyfriend, he came in one day. I wasn't here, and he went up to get a bath, and he heard the door opening up there, and he heard somebody scream. Well, he thought it was me messing around with him. I
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
Here. So, anyways, I was at the bar. Anyways, later on, whenever I got home, they were sitting down here, and I asked them what was the problem. So why are you still up? And they told me the whole story, and I was afraid to go upstairs.
Was that on the left side or the right?
Left.
Right. Okay, left side. Dude,
Your mum was in or something? No.
the left side is where I had something happen yesterday. Dude, that's scary.
And you know, the woman that herself in that garage,
Yep.
that Patty, she lived in that house.
I have one last thing. If you had one memory that pops in the head when it was like living here, what would it be? What comes in your head first?
Something you got in trouble
Lots of
for,
memories.
or
I better not say.
You're not going to tell about the swimming in the creek and
Oh,
making
yeah.
band there.
Yeah, we
That's I think the best.
Sounds
thing.
like a lot of
Yeah.
fun though.
I went
Oh, it
swimming
was.
2 times this summer. It was good. I put
down
the
here
creek,
to
yeah.
Creek,
Yes.
we would
I put the wetsuit
dam it
on.
up every spring, then we'd swim down there. Winter, it would freeze over, we'd skate. We
Wow.
wasn't smart as kids though. We'd take people's trees, their Christmas trees, burn them right on the ice.
So, were people ever sliding down here? Were people ever just sliding down here during the winter?
Sled ride all the time.
That's so cool. I really like. I just can't imagine living here. So how do you feel about being in its current state now?
It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a real shame. I had a chance to buy this when it wasn't this bad, but I don't know why. Me and a friend of mine, we said no, didn't bother with it.
So explorers, right here, I'm now on the road. I'm looking out. There's the village. Really cool angle, but you know the two people, they took their cards and they parked their cars inside here. One was a woman that had a pregnancy and she was ashamed, I guess. I don't know the whole story. And so she went in there and unalived herself through the carbon monoxide. And then a firefighter did the same. Obviously, like we talked about earlier, could we have been contacting any one of these people now? We don't know. But now, it was an interesting story. This whole thing has been... Yellow Dog Village is really mysterious, special, unique, brings good energy, but starts to get dark, it starts to get a little eerie, and I don't feel the same energy that I do feel during the day. Overall, really amazing place to be, really amazing place to visit, and we're like one of the first, I think, on the internet to actually really do a dive like this inside here. So give us a thumbs up, share this video, give us likes, support the merch, Exploring Crew. You already know. Seriously, let's go, baby. The more I hear, like from everyone's interview, how I stayed the night, how like the owners used to be here, how it was like, dude, that is awesome. And here we go. This is the road closed miles ahead, and I don't know, but apparently the mine is just literally down there, down this road. On this side, you got Yellow Dog